Alright, pay attention, you wise guys. Spread out. Now, we've talked Three Stooges stuff on this channel before, and people have asked me, when are you going to do another Stooges video? And I thought, you know what? I had so much fun going behind the scenes and making a behind the camera Beach Boys video with all my CDs on my rack there. I thought, you know what? Let's do it with my Three Stooges display. As you can see, I have built-in shelving I use for most of my Stooges stuff. It's not all here, but most of it's here. Now let's go through. I'll show you all my collections and comment your favorite Three Stooges shorts below. So I sorted my VHS tapes by the title, short, and then they're in chronological order. So we start with Woman Haters and Three Little Pigskins. Each of these shorts, the Columbia ones, you see Columbia Pictures there, each have 3 short films on them. Some of the later VHS releases are a little bit different. They have a kind of a different font on the spine there, and on the back they list Curly Jerome and Shemp Sam instead of just Curly Howard or Shemp Howard. A little bit different. No Joe Besser shorts. Yeah, there's an older one, you can see Curly Howard. No Joe Besser shorts ever made it to VHS. I have one of the Three Stooges albums there. Get that glare off the screen for you. Three Stooges songbook. They do a fun job. Mostly like kids' tunes, but it's Stooges, still was a blast there. Soup to Nuts, we've talked about that on this channel before. I'm not a huge fan. It's not particularly memorable. It does have some funny bits though. Behind it is Three Stooges Monopoly. Never opened it up because I have other Monopolies that are open. But pretty cool to have. I like it. To pull them up there. Three Stooges golf kit. It has the plastic exploding golf ball and a golf tee and things like that in there. There's those last few themed releases. You might remember that the Stooges, when they first came to DVD, it was actually like 5 or 6 shorts on a disc like this. I've gone through all of those theme releases on here. But those were supplanted by, see if I can get the glare off for you, supplanted by these sets here. Three Stooges DVD collections. They're all there. I bought them all when they were brand new. I have a whole video go through each one. Here's one of the older Three Stooges VHS tapes, the 3-star series. I only have this one, I think. I might have one other one somewhere. We got a year, yep, looks like 1988. Very cool. Here's something neat for you. This was from 2009 at the Three Stooges convention. I met Samson Burke. He played Hercules, and I met Quinn Redeker, who played Shyler in Three Stooges Meet Hercules back in 1962. But I met them, got their autograph. I can find the photos from 2009. I'll upload them at the end. I also met several of like the Howard family. I know Joan Howard was there, Paul Howard, but Samson Burke didn't say too much. Pretty shy guy, but Quinn Redeker was super nice and super funny. My mom recognized him from some soap operas. I knew him from the movie Ordinary People. He wrote up there, Alex Very Best, Quinn Redeker. He sadly passed away a couple years ago, but really cool. I got to meet him, and I love my signed photo. More of the VHS releases down here. I went kind of chronologically along the back. Cash and Carry is an interesting tape because it has the Curly Shuffle music video on it, which I think was only ever released to VHS. And Oui Oui Monsieur, that has Shemp Shorts and Curly Shorts, one of the few, maybe the only VHS tape to ever do that. And then down here, again in chronological order, got some classics on there. Shorts were 3 to a tape, so you had about a 45-minute to hour program on there. All of the Curly Shorts made it to VHS. Down below, I guess in front of the shelving, on top of all my Three Stooges journals, I did a big review of this box set, disc by disc. These are all those themed collections. My most watched video by far. Had a lot of fun making it. And then this was the new Blu-ray set that came out not too long ago, which I unboxed and talked about. I kept the little cardboard thing on mine. Still haven't watched too many of these. I need to really dig into the set and take a closer look at them. And then down there, got the Making of the Stooges documentary. That's the shorter version. The edited version, Steve Allen hosts it. There's a longer version with more footage. Three Stooges beer bottle, unopened. Got my We Want Our Mummy Three Stooges mug. Talking bottle opener, sadly doesn't talk anymore. colorized DVDs are down there. I like the colorized ones. I mean, they don't replace the originals, but they did a good job on them, I thought. And then one of the RCA Columbia tapes here. I don't have too many of these either. So, 1984, is that what it says? Yep, 1984. So, a lot of these were repurposed for the other ones. There you see above, they just changed the artwork. Some got whole new episode lists. Cuckoo Cavaliers back there. There's a reproduction of a Busybuddies lobby card. Not sure how old it is, but it's not an original from the 40s. The Big Box of Nyuks. I took the booklet out here because I was looking at it the other day, but thought about reviewing it, but I never have. It's got some of the feature films. Got the Hey Mo, Hey Dad documentary film. It's got some odds and ends, some of the solo work and the cartoons and things. Pretty cool. And underneath that, Mix Nyuks. That was 2 of the theme DVDs put together. That I think was the first Stooges DVD I ever bought. Before that I just had VHS tapes. Going up here, there's a metal sign in the back with a really cool picture collage on it. I forget where I got that. And a reproduction of Men in Black artwork. That's Calling Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard. My best friend one year, as a birthday gift, gave me this cool Three Stooges trading card. He found it at a card store or a hobby store or somewhere. That's pretty cool. That's from A Gem of a Jam, the picture there. Of course, it's got some more of those themed Three Stooges tapes. So, Shemp Howard did lots of comedy shorts for Vitaphone. I have the first volume. I need to get the second volume. A lot of them are really funny. And James Stewart is with him in Art Trouble, which I highly recommend. He was teamed with Fatty Arbuckle. Fatty Arbuckle, of course, was disgraced in the 1920s. He was trying to make a comeback in the 30s, and he would have, but he died very young. Shemp was teamed with Harry Gribbin and Jack Haley, the Tin Man, and Saltwater Daffy, and so on. A lot of fun ones on there. And I like Fatty Arbuckle's work, too. I wasn't super familiar with it, but as I learn more about it, the more I like it. Classic shorts from the Dream Factory. We talked about this, those early Ted Healy shorts, plus Curly's solo roast beef and movies. This is a nice set to have if you want to kind of see the Stooges before they were really the Stooges. Stop Look and Laugh is hiding back there. I probably won't get the Blu-ray because Stop Look and Laugh, for my money, isn't really worth it. If you like to golf, get some Three Stooges golf balls. Someone gave me those. I don't golf, so I never opened them, but pretty cool there. How are you going to shoot golfs without guns? Three Stooges triple whammy pack. Nothing super interesting in there. There's a few interesting things like their commercials and stuff, but nothing essential. Down below, got 2 of my Stooges license plates. Imbecile, Number 1 Stooge. Dancing Lady, we've talked about before, Fred Astaire's film debut. The Stooges have a small part, but TCM posted on their YouTube channel they found a missing scene with Larry Fine, where he completes his jigsaw puzzle and sees it's Adolf Hitler and says, "Phooey! Phooey, it's Hitler!" And Ted Healy says, "Who are you expecting, Santa Claus?" That scene had been lost for a long time, so they'll probably do a reissue where they reinsert that scene or include it as a bonus feature or something. Turn Back the Clock, a great movie. If you like It's a Wonderful Life or Back to the Future, you'll probably like Turn Back the Clock because it kind of predates both of those. And it has the same kind of idea. The Stooges have a small role performing at a wedding, but Lee Tracy nails it. It's a great film. And there's some more of the tapes there. Not quite into Shemp tapes yet. A lot of classics. I have my Stooge pins there. Mo, Larry, Curly, Red, White, and Blue. Howard Fine and Howard Fine cigars. 100% Shemp. And just the Stooge logo there. Oops. Sorry if I'm moving around a little bit, trying to get the best lighting here. Got some of the last of the Curly shorts and then into the Shemp ones. The newer Shemp tapes still have Curly's face. The older ones use the alternate logo with Shemp in it. I've done a whole video on all of the Shemp videos. Or VHS tapes, I should say. Again, I sorted them by release date, kind of, so tell them apart there. Stooge Mania, that's not worth watching, but that's a movie about a man who's obsessed with the Stooges, and it's not very good. I rewatched it for the first time, I think in almost 20 years. I rewatched it a couple months ago, and it was not worth it. Would not recommend it. Here's a collection of some of the public domain or public domain-ish material. Sometime we need to rewatch Swing Parade of 1946. I haven't watched that in a long time. But a lot of odds and ends on there. Sometimes there's cool stuff, but again, nothing essential. Three Stooges Hollywood Locations book. Last time I was in Los Angeles, I didn't look up any of them, but I'm glad I have the book just in case. And down to the bottom shelf, last of those Shemp tapes. And the Curly Joe movies. I did a ranking of all the Curly Joe films. I don't have Snow White and the Three Stooges on VHS. I have all the others on VHS and on Blu-ray, but there you go. Stop, Look, and Laugh. The original tape is back there. And then those weird kind of early 90s Shemp and fake Shemp VHS tapes. I remember after Shemp died, Joe Palma finished up some of the short films, filmed new footage pretending to be Shemp. Some of those were released here. And behind the tapes, I have all three of the Three Stooges hot rods there. Curly's kind of the pink one, Larry's the green one. Moe's kind of back in the corner. Let's see if I can get in there. You can get a peek at him in blue. I don't have their Three Stooges delivery truck, but I do have all the hot rods. And then again in front, I have those box sets on top of all my Stooge journals. Now I do have a few other Stooges things. I have some posters and stuff in other parts of the house, like the Golf with Friends poster, things like that. But this is just kind of my core Stooges display. So again, comment your favorite Stooges shorts or bits of merchandise. If you ever get to the Three Stooges Museum over by Philly, I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. I haven't been there in a long time. I think 2009 might have been the last time I was there, but I bet you they got even more cool stuff now. And yeah, next week we're doing the Beach Boys Still Cruising to celebrate its anniversary. Hope you tune in for that. If you have ideas for things I should make videos about, go ahead and comment them below. I'm always looking for new ideas. Hope to see you next time. Until then, whoop, 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 whoop.